Kruway sa tanan si Mickey Jack, kag welcome sa akin nga vlog, Mickey's Greet. Kag sa dyan nga vlog, aking ginapabutsyag ang akin nga mga huna-huna, malin sa akin nga painang-ino. Kag humura pa ka mo ka-subscribe, itapik ang subscribe button, agad ma-update ka mo sa akin bago nga mga video. Kag sa kadyang episode, since tapusin ang klase, bakasyon rin. So I think ang halos na nga mga estudyante nag-spend ng vacation, nag-graduate rin sa high school o kung sa college. And of course, no, amuran sara sa mga pinakamalipayon nga tion no sa kabuhi bilang mga estudyante. And for those nga bago lang ka-graduate sa high school, syempre it's different no kung mag-graduate ka mo sa kadya no nga especially nga pandemic no, as compared to 'di ba mga previous nga mga graduation pre-pandemic. So it's always a challenging time nga mag-hold kang graduation. That is why halos tanan virtual graduation, and it's always no man a struggle. But congratulations for pulling it off. No, kag kudos no sa tanan nga mga graduates. And of course, graduating from high school or college doesn't mean it ends there. No, sa hambal natin, it's always a journey. And somewhere along the way, we make tough decisions. And sa tilad nga episode, siguro I want to share my own journey no in making these tough decisions. Way back high school, hasta nga mature ako. Before I graduated sa elementary, I always wanted to study in Kasay since we were living sa San Jose, and I really wanted to study sa Kasay elementary pa lang before ako mag-graduate sa grade 6. So it was really my decision to study mag high school sa Kasay. And my whole high school life on the side was fun, but the terrible side of it was gaining recognition. So I think that was the hardest part for me. But somehow I pulled it through, and na-prove ko man sa self ko kag sa ibang nga tao nga nakaya ko. But then in my mind, I couldn't forget that that moment when the honor roll was announced, who would be the valedictorian, the salutatorian, and all. And to be honest, I didn't like the way it was announced. I mean, I've been writing this experience sa diary ko, and I felt like I was in a beauty pageant or in a boxing arena wherein may i-announce kung sino ang first runner-up, second runner-up. If I rate the experience, high school experience from 10 being the highest, I think it would be 7. I really wanted to take up arts, fine arts. But unluckily, fortunately, I thought that there's a fine arts. Kung una, wala pati fine arts sa San Agustin, which I thought may dyan. Pero they're only offering BS Architecture. So, somehow, related man ng arts sa architecture because it's, design. Pero, amura, since I didn't have any choice, so, and plus my scholarship. So, I took architecture. So, it was a tough decision. Again, though, choosing a course in college, although I know nga gusto ko ang arts, but I think nagsala ako sa pag-take kang course. That is why may consequences. Especially when you are not hindi align Hello ang course. So although I took up architecture but I wasn't able to finish it because although it's may mga art subjects but the math side of it, and honestly mahina ako sa math, sa numbers. So I wasn't able to finish it. I stopped for wala ko natapos ang first sem. And I nag-shift ako kang course and fine arts sa La Consolacion College, Bacolod. And that was the most amazing moment for me because finally I have taken the course that is really close to my heart. So if I have a choice, I would have finished BA Fine Arts. Pero syempre, the issue or the problem why I wasn't able to finish it, monetary matters. And humble kang lola ko, kang una, no, it's a course for the rich. And now I realize nga sakto gid man. Fine arts, especially painting, especially advertising arts. Majors, they're really a course for, hindi man gid rich, but for those who can afford. Especially with the materials, with the paints, with the brushes and all. So, yeah. And, yes, I have said, kung may choice ako, I would have finished it. But, you know, I stopped. During my second year, I wasn't able to finish my second year. And then, amura. It was really tough decision to make because, for one thing, it was really no course nga tama ka close sa akin nga heart. And I love the subjects. Pero, I had to make a tough decision. I grew loving Bacolod. Bacolod is like my second home. I grew loving all my friends in Bacolod, my classmates, my barkadas there, which is why until now they're still my friends. And amo to, though mabudlay, I think that was the most heartbreaking moment for me, saying goodbye to the course that I really wanted. I stayed at home for like almost a year, and what I did during that time, just to relieve myself from that depressive moment, I wrote. So dito ko na discover ang beauty of writing. So amat-amat, from visual arts, I turned to literary arts. So ang ginobra ko during my hiatus was to read. And the duro nabasa ko during that moment. So the classics, there I fell in love with the classics. So I read Wuthering Heights, I read Oscar Wilde, The Picture of Dorian Gray, I read Ivanhoe, I read a lot of classics, and good thing kang una may tag 99 pesos sa National Bookstore ang Penguin. So I like whenever I went to Iloilo, I would buy this bulk of books, and every night or almost every day I would read these books. So that is why there I fell in love with the written word, and I kept a lot of diaries, and I began to write stories and poems. So diyan na nagtubo ang akin nga pagigugma sa mga tinaga. And that's where I also developed my skill in writing. And during my respite, my rest, I also took freelance writing. So it's kang una bagat pa online. So they would send me modules, and then I would do the exercises. So there, no, I honed my skill in writing, and right there and then again I finally found what I wanted, and that is I wanted to write. So after my hiatus, no, I gave way, no, for my sister to finish nursing, and after she finished college, no, I went back to school, and I again enrolled sa University of San Agustin. So this time I took communication arts, just mass comm, but in San Agustin it was communication arts because I love writing. Unfortunately, com arts was a newly offered course in San Agustin, and medyo nangangapa pa ang department, no, like teachers and the subjects. So I think it would mga 1 month rin, no, wala pa kami teachers. So I was like, what I doing here sa course nga dyan? Unfortunately, I met most of the students I met during college, mga AB English. So rigto nangin friends ko ang mga students sa AB English, and most of the AB English students were writers, staff sa USA publications, and rigto na introduce nanda ako sa mga staff. So there I met, this is very exciting. Like, kung madamdaman ko ang amo dyan nga mga experience, it really felt exciting kay that is the moment to which I really felt belonged. No, knowing all these people, knowing the teachers, no, and there I decided nung I'm going to take up AB English. And during that time, AB Literature rin. So, nag-shift ang himkang course from AB English to AB Literature. So, kami nga batch, pero bilog laman kami, no, AB Literature. So, I shifted from AB Com Arts to AB Literature. And I was very happy because knowing the credentials, the caliber of my professors, and also the students who are taking AB English. So I decided that I would take AB Literature. My course, AB Literature, paved the way, especially sa akin career. So there, while taking the course, I also began to love teaching, and my teachers were my inspiration kung andit gusto ko nga mangin teacher. So everything, I mean, the personality, their credentials, all. So they're like big inspiration why I wanted to become a teacher, especially a college professor. So I think when I became a teacher, especially here sa high school or even sa University of San Agustin, because after I graduated, no, ginsalang rin ako nga mag-teach, and they're always my peg. I mean, they're always my inspiration on strategies, on the way they teach in class. So I always get inspiration from them. I love teaching. I love interacting with students, although I know for myself nga tama ko ka introvert, but when I enter the classroom, it's like a new personality. I love engaging with students, especially sa college. It's like most of my students are brilliant. I mean, especially now, nung they're already professionals, I was expecting nga they really do good in the real world. Looking back, I think despite all the bad decisions that I made, I think sorry, they contributed a lot, no, sa pag-mature ko as a person. I encountered a lot of challenges. I encountered a lot of storms, especially in dealing with different persons. May mabuot, may suplada, may terror, and all those people, types of people that you can imagine. So I've encountered them in Manila. But ako naman, I always look at the positive side of each person. So, and one of the memorable experiences with people sa Manila was grabe. No, dito ko na-realize how patient I was. No, tungod sa amuri ang nga tao, no, she would always criticize my work. She would like say unimaginable things about me and my work. But in the end, because I was so patient, no, when I was about to leave, no, she commended me. No, I mean, that was touching because despite all this, I know no nga, it's part of the job, it's part of my profession. But she commended me because once wala ako nag-snap, no, or I never answered her, I was really patient, and she commended me for that, no, and she apologized for what she did. So yeah, no, these were the people that you would encounter, no, in life. And I guess mahambal ko nga na overcome or na surpass ko, no, kung ano pa nga mga unimaginable experience ang pwede ko nga ma-encounter sa Manila. Amura ang importante nga mga na-learn ko sa kabuhi sa bilog ko nga 39 years of existence. So yes, I hope that somehow, no, by watching this very long vlog, you learn something from it. No? So durugin nga salamat, no, sa, and I hope that you learned something, you enjoyed watching this vlog. So see you next time. Bye.